secrets to that yesterday. Helped my wife. Doing meditation every day has helped her sleep better. What's the worst that can happen? You end up exactly where you are. You got to give it like 2 weeks. Remember, so my wife, we've been meditating about 10 minutes every night. So you have to set aside that 10 minutes. So we're doing it like 10 minutes before we go to bed. And she wasn't doing it for sleeping. She was actually doing it because I've started meditating with this whole condition. So I started meditating because is some evidence that it helps. It depends if you believe it or not, but there's some evidence this helps. So I've been doing meditation for this and being the good spouse that she's like, I'll do it with you and help remind you to it and everything. Um, so at about the 2 week mark, she found that she was sleeping better. So you need to give it about 10 minutes, do about 10-minute meditations, and give it 2-3 weeks before it starts to work. But you'll find you'll start sleeping a little better on some nights. And just go through YouTube, has all kinds of free videos about meditation. So just pick and choose through YouTube. And I actually have a list of all these meditations on YouTube, and I rate them like 1 is really good, 2 is okay, 3 won't be trying that one again. And so, because it gets confusing after a while to go through them, but you rate them, pretty soon after 3 weeks, we have several ones that, okay, if I'm having a bad day, I'd definitely use that one. Or if I want to try something new, try it, and maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. So, but that's a way to help you with sleeping. So if you want to, try and give it a try. There you go. And I got the perfect music for you. Right hand, fist, power. Left hand, fingers together, friendship. Tucking in the thumbs, always staying humble. Fist into the palm. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. You looking for water? All right. So we're going to start in the Wuji position, feet shoulder, hip distance apart. Nice, gentle bend in the knees. Tucking in the tailbone, head lifted by the silk thread, breathing from the belly. Let's begin. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, keep looking straight ahead, and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Push the hands in front of us next. Inhale to the heart and exhale. Inhale. Exhale the hands down. Big, deep belly breath in. Long, slow breath out. Inhale and exhale. One more time, nice and slow. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. I did. Arms over the head next. Inhale to the heart and exhale. Inhale. Exhale the hands down. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Arms to the side. Inhale to the heart and exhale. Inhale. Exhale, floating the hands down. Awesome. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Giving a big hug. Inhale the arms up. Keep inhaling, opening the arms up. Exhale, pushing the hands together. Keep exhaling, floating the arms down. Easy for me to say. Inhale. And exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Arms in the diagonals. Inhale to the heart. Exhale, left up, right down. Inhale to the heart. Right up, left down. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, nice and slow. And exhale. Keep looking straight ahead. Keep that good body posture. Inhale and exhale. Inhale to the heart. Exhale, relax the hands down. Flap the arms like bird wings. Big, deep belly breath in. And long, slow breath out. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And then lastly, gathering chi. Big, deep belly breath in. And long, slow breath out. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. There you go. That's our deep breathing exercises. Everyone good? By the way, just to extend on what we were talking about, these videos are also online on YouTube. So if you go to the APDA site, hit the blue box that says exercise classes, choose the Tai Chi class. If you get one that's on a Friday, you can just skip to the end of it and do that meditation also. If you'd like that type of meditation and you find that it relaxes you, there you go. I find probably a little longer one would probably be a little bit more beneficial, but if that works for you, the shorter one, do that, right? All right. By the way, do you like my shirt? My daughter got this for me. It says, if you don't get, it's hard to read it upside down. If at first you don't succeed, try doing it the way your Tai Chi instructor told you to do it. I think it says, yeah, to do, yeah. So my daughter got that for me many years ago. So, all right, moving along. Warm-up exercises from the Wuji position. We're going to start with the chin tuck. We float the hands up in front of us, shoulder height. Hands to the chest, tucking in the chin, looking straight ahead. Hands come out, chin gently floats up, and then we sink the chin down to the chest. Again, floating the hands up in front of us. Hands to the chest, tucking in the chin, looking straight ahead. Hands come out, chin gently floats up, and then we sink the chin down to the chest. One more time, floating the hands up in front of us. Hands to the chest, tucking in the chin, looking straight ahead. Hands come out, chin gently floats up, and sinking the chin down to the chest. Beautiful. Next neck exercise, we're going to look side to side. Pardon me for just. or side to side neck exercise next. Nice and gentle. Never, never, never forcing the neck. All right. Prayer hand position. Tai Chi ball, right hand's on top. Left hand, left shoulder, looking left, pushing down on the right. And we come back to center. Tai Chi ball, left hand is on top, watching the right hand, going over the right shoulder, looking right, pushing down on the left. And we come back to center. Right hand's on top, left hand, left shoulder, looking left, pushing down on the right. And we come back to center. Now the left hand is on top, watching the right hand, going over the right shoulder, looking right, pushing down on the left. And we come back to center. One more time each side. Right hand's on top, left hand, left shoulder, looking left, pushing down right. Try and keep that hand below the level of the shoulder. And we come back to center. Left hand's on top, watching the right hand, going over the right shoulder, looking right, pushing down left. And we come back to center, come back to prayer hands, and relax the hands down. Awesome. Forward shoulder circles next. Shoulders back, then up, then forward and down. Shoulders back, up, forward, and down. Back, up, forward, and down. Now reverse. Shoulders forward, and then up, then back, and down. Forward, up, back, and down. Forward, up, back, and down. Beautiful. Gathering chi, reaching for infinity. Gently reaching out, reaching up. And relax the hands down. Again, gently reaching out, reaching up. And relax the hands down. One more time, gently reaching out, reaching up, opening, expanding the body, and relax the hands down. Touching heaven and earth, lifting that head by that silk thread. Starting from the prayer hand position. Left hand up, right hand down, floating the head gently towards the ceiling. Either left hand works fine. Come back to center. Right hand up, left hand down, gently floating the head towards the ceiling. And we come back to center. Left hand up, right hand down, floating that head gently towards the ceiling. And we come back to center. Right hand up, left hand down, gently stretching the spine. One more time. Bring the hands to center, left up, right down, stretching the spine. Coming back to center, right hand up, left hand down, gently stretching the spine. And then we come back to center, come back to prayer hands, relax the hands down. Carrying the ball side to side, prayer hand position. Tai Chi ball, left hand is on top, gently turning to the left. Try to not turn the hips, just the upper body. We turn the ball over, right hand's on top, gently turn to the right. Again, try to not move the hips. Turning the ball over, left hand's on top. Try and keep that elbow up so it's just below the shoulder. Gently turn to the left. And then we turn the ball over, right hand's on top, and gently turn to the right. Turning the ball over, left hand's on top. Note where your elbow is. You want your elbow up if you can. Gently turn to the left. Turning the ball over, right hand's on top, and then gently turn to the right. And then we turn the ball over. We come back to center and relax the hands down. Beautiful. All right. Shake your legs loose. We're going to do one more exercise before we sit down. Leg strengthening exercise. The crowd goes wild, I can tell. All right. So keep the knee bent, keep the body straight, use your chair as needed. All right. Weight shifts to the left, bend in the left knee. Whoa. Don't do that. Right foot, cat stance. See, it happens to everybody. Right foot to the front, empty, and cat stance. Right foot to the side, all the weight stays left, and cat stance. And then right foot behind us. Nice wide step. Good job. And cat stance. And back to Wu Ji. Weight shifts to the right, bend in the right knee, left foot, cat stance. Left foot to the front, empty. Use your chair if you need to. And cat stance. Left foot to the side, keeping all the weight right. Don't look at your feet, keep looking straight ahead. And cat stance. And then left foot behind us. And cat stance. Back to Wu Ji. Awesome. Take those legs loose. Want to do chapter 2? Yep. All right. I don't want to wear you out. If you're too tired, just sit down and watch. All right. So chapter 2, weight shifting. We're being very slow, very deliberate, very intentional with our weight shifting. All right. So weight shifts to the left, right foot, cat stance. So we're keeping all the weight on our left. Stepping out empty with the right foot, no weight. Setting the right foot down, again, no weight on the right foot. And then shifting all of the weight to the right, which allows you to tap or float left foot. And then setting the left foot down, use your chair if you need to. Shifting the weight to the left, right, cat. So we're doing the same thing, just in different directions. So stepping out empty to the side, right foot is empty, setting the right foot down without any weight on it, shifting all of the weight to the right, use your chair if you need to, tap or float, left foot, setting the left foot down, shifting all of the weight to the left, right, cat. Tapping the right toe behind us, empty, nice wide stance, setting the right foot down, but not shifting any weight to it. Now shifting all of your weight back to the right allows you to tap or float left foot. Use your chair if you need to, setting the left foot down, shifting the weight to the left, right, cat. Then back to Wu Ji. Isn't that fun? Other side. Weight shifts to the right, bend in the right knee, left foot, cat. Tap, left toe to the front, empty. Setting the left foot down, but without any weight on it. Then we shift all the way to the left, allowing us to tap or float right foot. Setting the right foot down, shifting the weight to the right, and left cat. Tapping left toe to the side, empty. Setting the left foot down, shifting all the way to the left, allowing us to tap or float right foot. Setting the right foot down, shifting the weight to the right, left cat. Tapping the left toe behind us, empty. Setting the left foot down, shifting all the way to the left, allowing us to tap or float right foot. And then setting the right foot down. Use your chair if you need to. Weight shift to the right, left cat. And back to Wu Ji. Awesome. I thought you were coming over to visit. All right, shake your legs loose. Get yourself a drink of water. Island, I heard it's beautiful. Oh, that's right. That's where that hurricane came through. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they've learned how to rebuild faster now. So, all right. So let's have a seat. By the way, just as a reminder, it is better to hold on to the chair and go through the full range of motion. That's going to help you learn the movements a little quicker. So don't be afraid to hold on to the chair. All right. And then for some reason, I have no idea why I'm telling you this. So when I'm teaching some of my students to do a kick with Tai Chi, I teach them in 3 stages, and you've learned the 2 of the stages. So the first is to just be able to tap the foot. That's the first stage of a kick. The second stage is to lift the leg, and the third stage is actually to do the kick. So like when we're doing some of the forms, I will actually tell people, do whatever stage you need to do. So if you can just tap the foot, that's awesome. Then go from there, go to lifting that leg, and then there to the third stage, doing the kick. So I have no idea why I'm telling you that, because you guys aren't out there kicking, but you know, I wanted to share that with you. All right. So, so sitting up nice and straight and tall, sitting up on the edge of the chair. All right. We're going to start with our hip exercise, side to side. Unless you want to do that leg strengthening exercise the rest of the hour, we could do that also. When we got done, you'd be over here. All right, so I'm turning to the right-hand side of the chair. Concentrate on your legs. Keep the knee directly above the ankle, all right? Starting out from the prayer hand position, gently pushing to the right, opening up the left leg. Keep the knee above the ankle. And we come back to center. Pushing against the right wall, opening up the left leg. Feel the stretch in the legs. Feel the stretch in the hips. And we come back to center. One more time, pushing against the right wall, opening up the left leg. Feel the nice stretch in the hips. And we come back to center. Relax the hands down. Turning to the left-hand side of the chair. They say when your hips are a little looser, you have a little bit more flexibility in the hips, you don't have as much back pain. Something to consider. Prayer hand position. Gently pushing against the left wall, opening up the right leg. Feeling the nice stretch. And come back to center. Again, pushing against the left wall, opening up the right leg. Feeling the nice stretch. And coming back to center. One more time, pushing against the left wall, opening up the right leg, feeling the nice stretch. And we come back to center and relax the hands down, turn back to center and shake your legs loose. Good job. What Parkinson's book is that? Is it a good one? Okay. The New Parkinson's Disease Treatment Book. When was it put out? 2nd edition. No, it's available in our library also. Oh, when was it put out? 2nd edition. 2005, updated. It looks like 2014. Other books. Oh, that's other books by the author. I gotcha. Okay. 2005 and 2015. So there you go. Highly recommend it. All right. Just always curious. All right. Second hip, thank you. And it's available in our library. So when he's done, although they may have multiple copies of it, but as soon as you're done reading it, it's available in the library. If you guys don't know, if you're a book reader, they have a library here. You can check out a book free of charge. And they have a ton of books. So, I mean, they've got 2-3 shelves of books all about Parkinson's disease. And, okay, there are 2 in the library, so there might be one in there already. So you can get a book, read it for free, all about Parkinson's disease. There you go. If you didn't know, the shelf is almost like right behind me, right here. Go out that door, follow the wall down. That library is right there. Okay. All right. Second hip exercise, lifting the leg up, pushing the foot down. Make sure you're sitting up on that edge of the chair. Body's nice and straight. I'm going to start with the left leg. Lifting the left leg up, hands are behind us. Keep the back and the body straight. And relax. And then hands in front of us, pushing down on the left foot. Hard as you can. Push, push, push. And relax. Lifting the left leg up, hands are behind us, keeping the back straight. Don't use your hands, use your body. And relax. And then hands in front of us, pushing down on the left foot, hard as you can. Push, push, push. And relax. One more time, lifting the left leg up, hands are behind us, keeping the back straight. And relax. Hands in front of us, pushing down on the left foot, hard as you can. Push, 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 and relax. Other side, lifting the right leg up, keeping the back straight, and relax. Hands in front of us, pushing down on the right foot. Push, 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 and relax. Again, we're lifting the right leg up. We're smiling, keeping the back straight, and relax. Hands in front of us, pushing down on the right foot, hard as you can, and relax. One more time. Lifting the right leg up, hands are behind us. Try and lift that right knee as high as you're able to, and relax. Hands in front of us, pushing down on the right foot, hard as you can. Push, 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 and relax. Shake those legs loose. Good job. Nice exercise to use. I'm going to get a drink of water. We're going to do heel kick next. 4 motions with the leg, lifting the leg up, kicking the leg out, pushing out on the heel, up on the toe, lifting the leg up, floating the foot to the ground, punching out the opposite hand while you do that, all right? So, hands loosely clenched at the belt line, picking up the left leg, heel kick left, punching out right fist. Picking up the left leg, let it hover, and then float the foot to the ground. Picking up the right leg, heel kick right, punching out the left fist. Picking up the right leg, let it hover, floating the foot to the ground. Picking up the left leg, heel kick left, punching out right fist. Picking up the left leg, floating the foot to the ground. Picking up the right leg, heel kick right, punching out left fist. Picking up the right leg, floating the foot to the ground. 2 more times. Picking up the left leg, heel kick left, punching out right fist. Picking up that left leg, let it hover, floating the foot to the ground. Picking up the right leg, heel kick right, punching out left fist. Picking up the right leg, floating the foot to the ground. One more time. Make sure you're sitting up nice and straight and tall. Make mommy proud. Picking up the left leg, heel kick left, punching out right fist. Picking up the left leg, floating the foot to the ground. Picking up the right leg, heel kick right, punching out the left fist. And then picking up the right leg, floating the foot to the ground, shaking those legs loose. As many of you know, my mom had Parkinson's disease. So, but when I was a little kid, Mom used to always say, as mothers often do, you know, you need to sit up straight, eat your food or whatever you're doing, sit up straight. But later on, I became her Tai Chi instructor. So I got to tell her to sit up straight. So be careful what you do, right? Yes, exactly. She used to call me a smart something. Started with an A. It wasn't Alec. There we go. Mom, you need to sit up straight. She goes, smart. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's actually how I got into Tai Chi, was because Mom had Parkinson's disease. I went because there wasn't the research then that there is now. There's tons of research about Tai Chi and all the benefits, but back then there was probably less than 20 studies, 30, 40 studies, something like that. It was pretty minimal. This is like over 20 years ago. But it just made sense that Tai Chi helped someone with Parkinson's disease. And so I was going to go with Mom and just, you know, I'd go a couple lessons and she'd learn Tai Chi and everything would be great. She'd love the class and stay there and I didn't have to go anymore. But I found out, number one, I was sleeping better. I was in a really high stress job and I noticed I was sleeping better when I did that. And I also had better balance and just generally kind of felt better after like 4 weeks. I felt that way. And I said, you know, even if Mom doesn't want to go, I think I'm going to stick with it. And she stuck with it the rest of her life. And I grew from a student to a teacher. So it was all because Mom having Parkinson's disease, right? So what a good thing to come out of Parkinson's, because I got to meet all you guys and gals. So, all right, next, toe kick. So sitting up nice and straight and tall, we're going to point the toe out, lifting the left leg, toe kick left, punching out right fist. Picking up the left leg and floating the foot to the ground. Picking up the right leg, toe kick right, punching out the left fist. Picking up the right leg, floating the foot to the ground. Picking up the left leg, toe kick left, punching out right fist. Picking up the left leg, floating the foot to the ground, nice and slow. Picking up the right leg, toe kick right, punching out left fist. Picking up the right leg, floating the foot to the ground. 2 more times. Make sure when your leg's in this position that you're floating the foot to the ground. Don't just let the foot drop. Use your muscle control to float that foot to the ground, all right? Picking up the left leg, toe kick left, punching out right fist. Picking up the left leg, let it hover, and then float the foot to the ground. Picking up the right leg, toe kick right, punching out left fist. Picking up the right leg, and then floating the foot to the ground. 1 more time. Picking up the left leg, toe kick left, punch out right fist. Picking up the left leg, floating the foot to the ground. Picking up the right leg, toe kick right, punching out left fist. And picking up the right leg, floating the foot to the ground. Awesome. Shake your legs loose. Feel it on your legs already, right? Yeah, between the leg strengthening exercise and that one, good workout for your legs. Remember that on Monday when you want to get a workout on your legs. Remember what helps your legs work out today, all right? All right, so let's stand. Let's do, if you're able to, let's do our ankle exercises. I'm going to get a drink of water again. All right. Pardon me. Keep your body straight, keep your knee bent, all right? So weight shifts to the right. Left foot, touch heel and toe. Heel, toe, pardon me, heel, toe, heel, toe. Try and keep all your weight on the right. Heel, toe, heel, toe. 1 more time. Heel and toe. Then shift your weight to the left. bend in the left knee. Right foot, heel and toe. Heel, toe. Try and keep all your weight left. Heel and toe. Heel, toe. Heel, toe. Heel, toe. One more time. Heel and toe. And come back to center. So I want to do that just 3 more times each side, but let's look at it just a little different way. So I want all my weight on the right leg, no weight on the left leg. So I'm not doing this, where I'm kind of tapping my toe this way and have weight on the leg. I have all my weight on the right leg so I can float that left foot, touching heel and toe. So all my weight is on that right leg. So I'm not doing this where I'm tapping the toe, but I'm kind of like floating that foot. All right. So with that in mind, weight shifts to the right, bend in the right knee, left foot, touch heel and toe. Heel, toe. All your weight's on the right, heel and toe. Then shift all your weight to the left, bend in the left knee. Now you're floating that right foot as you touch heel and toe, heel, toe, heel, and toe, and come back to center. Awesome. That looked better. Um, what we're trying to do is twofold there. We're trying to increase the flexibility and strength of your ankle, which is really important, especially for Parkinson's people. But we're also building up your strength on that one leg so that you can balance all your weight on that one leg. So it's kind of twofold. Okay. All right. Second ankle exercise. Right foot, right leg, bend in the right knee, left foot, touch little toe and big toe. Outside, inside, little toe, big toe, outside and inside. Then shift weight to the left, bend in the left knee, right foot, little toe and big toe, outside, inside, again, keeping all the weight on the left, little toe, big toe, outside and inside, and coming back to center. On that exercise, even more important, you keep your weight here, because if you're touching your toe and you start to put weight on it, you're putting pressure on those tendons and muscles, and you could end up tearing something. We don't want to do that, right? All right. Any questions about that? Where's Alan when you need him, right? Yeah, I heard. I just heard yesterday. So, yeah. Do you know, how did we find that out? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I heard he broke a couple ribs in a car accident. So, yeah. Yeah, not fun. Not fun. I, so, pardon me? Yeah. Oh, you want to hear some, huh? I was thinking when I was, um, I was a little bit younger, and I was working on the house, and on a Sunday, I went up on a 6-foot ladder, and I was actually on the top of the ladder. I leaned the ladder against the house. It was a step ladder, and I should have blocked under the 1 foot, but I didn't. So I leaned the ladder up, and I was just putting some plastic up, and the ladder shifted on me. The ladder pivoted on the ground. The ground gave out from under it, and I came back off of the ladder at like 6 foot and fell on the ground. I didn't break anything, thank God. But I was really sore. And I went to a spinal doctor because they took an x ray and said, "You have a fracture in your spine." And it was an old thing, what they call coal miners. Um, so, but what was funny was I went to a spinal doctor and had him look to make sure I didn't break my spine. And he's like, "Hey, I looked at your x ray, your spine is fine." I said, "Then why does it hurt when I breathe?" And he goes, "Because you're 55 years old and you fell off of a ladder." And I was like, fair enough. I was like, I appreciate your honesty. Um, my uncle had a great job in the recycling business, and then he threw it all away. Now here's almost a Chinese one. I found stir fry all over my bed this morning. I must have been sleepwalking last night. Isn't that good? Sneaking a large marsupial's name into a pun posting is very difficult, but certainly it's not impossible. And then finally, I accidentally dropped my favorite shirt in a bucket of dye. I was so mad, I just blew my top. Get it? Blew my top. Blew my shirt. Boom, boom. Got you on that one, huh? All right. Moving along, forward and backward hip. He asked for him, so I'll escort you out into the parking lot so they don't beat you up out there, all right? All right. All right, forward, backward hip exercise, keeping the knee bent, keeping all the weight on one side, touching empty heel, empty toe, make sure it's wide, lifting the knee as we transition between heel and toe. All right? So, and I will tell you, everybody here, ladies and gentlemen, as you get better at this exercise, some of my students actually never really touch the heel or touch the toe. They kind of float the heel and float the toe off of the ground. All right. So that's something you don't have to get there. You can strive for it though, right? So weight shifts to the right, bending the right knee, empty left heel, hands behind us, and then lifting the knee as we transition, empty left toe, hands in front of us. Empty on the heel, hands behind us, and then empty on the toe, hands in front of us. Nice wide step. Empty on the heel and empty on the toe. Make sure you're stepping wide when you step backwards. And back to center. Not pointing, not singling you out. You don't know what you don't know, right? Yeah. Weight shifts to the left, bending the left knee, empty right heel, hands behind us. Lifting the knee as we transition, empty right toe, hands in front of us. Empty on the heel and empty on the toe. One more time, empty heel and empty toe. I want to do that actually one more time. Empty on the heel and empty on the toe. And back to center. Careful, you were stepping on a balance beam there when you were putting the heel down. You put your heel down a couple times right in front of your foot. So be careful with that, all right? Just watch yourself, right? All right, no problem. And again, I'm doing it to help you, never criticizing. Never criticizing. All right, bow stance, stepping out empty. You guys have done this before. Same place you put your heel, you put your whole foot down, no weight on it, and then you shift your weight forward, keeping plenty of space between the feet, 70%, 30%. This is not about striding out. It's about making sure that you step out empty with that front foot. That's what's going to keep you safe. And we've done this long enough, we'll also add the hands in. If you need to use your hands to hold on to the chair, do that. All right? So I'm going to start by weight shifting to the right, bending the right knee, empty left foot. Shift weight left, punching right, bow stance. Weight shifts back and come back to center. Shifting weight to the left, stepping out empty right. Shifting right, punching left, bow stance. Weight shifts back, don't move the feet yet, and come back to center. Nice. Shifting weight right, stepping out empty left. Shifting left, punching right, bow stance. Weight shifts back, and we come back to center. Shifting weight left, stepping out empty right. Shifting right, punching left, bow stance. Weight shifts back and come back to center. One more time. Weight shifts right, stepping out empty left, shifting left, punching right, bow stance. Weight shifts back, and we come back to center. Other side, weight shifts left, stepping out empty right, shifting right, punching left, bow stance. Weight shifts back, and we come back to center. Nice, good job. All right, let's have a seat. Let's do a couple seated exercises. Awesome, good work. All right. Well, as you said last week, you couldn't buy a seat yesterday. And yeah, you just never know. All right. So, but there's enough people in here I can shift my chair and see everybody. So, not block somebody else out. All right. Let's do our side to side spine exercise, kind of loosening the spine. So, we're going to lean one side to the other side. Hands up over the head if that's safe for you. Remember, we're not forcing anything. This is nice and gentle. You're bringing the body over till you feel a little bit of stretching, and you hold in that place, and then inhale and exhale. Don't hold your breath. All right. You're trying to, once you feel a little bit of tension on the muscles, you're trying to relax those muscles. Okay. So interlacing the fingers in front of you, bringing the hands up over the head, leaning to the left. Feel that nice stretch, and then you hold that, not holding your breath. Inhale and exhale, and then we come back to center and pause. Leaning to the right. Feel that stretch, hold that position. Inhale and exhale, and coming back to center. Pausing. Leaning to the left. Feel that nice stretch. Inhale and exhale, and coming back to center. Pausing, leaning to the right. Hold that position. Inhale and exhale, and coming back to center. Let's do that one more time. Leaning to the left. Hold that position. Inhale and exhale, and come back to center. Then leaning to the right, not forcing anything. Again, inhale and exhale, and coming back to center. And relax the hands down. Awesome. Gets a little better every time, right? So I've noticed myself, I was not able to interlock my fingers even like 2, 3 weeks ago. I wasn't able to interlock my fingers and bring them up this way. I had to do this. But I've gotten a little better with this wrist. So now I'm able to interlock the fingers. So just look for a little improvement, just small improvements. A little bit every week is a good thing, right? And sometimes we have a bad week and we go backwards, and that's all right. So, all right, let's do some meditation. So you have got something to watch for your sleep, right? All right, yeah, if you want to, that'd be awesome. I need to get my. So, when we meditate, being in a darkened room helps. Closing your eyes helps. A nice quiet room also helps. Um, the one thing that you can't always change is, and the Chinese actually have a saying for this. The Chinese say that, that's kind of bright. The Chinese say that you should meditate for every day, 10 minutes every day, unless you have a bad day. And then you should meditate for an hour when you're having a bad day. And I have found this to be true. Since I am now working on meditating like every day, I have noticed that when I'm having a day where, there's a lot going on and that kind of thing, it takes me a little longer to get in a meditative mood. So if you're having a bad day or lots is happening, maybe you've been running a lot of errands all day or something, you may need to meditate longer that day to get in that meditative mood. All right? So, all right. So, sitting up nice and straight and tall, closing our eyes, taking a big, deep belly breath in. And as we breathe out, we're going to cleanse the mind, clear the mind of any thoughts. Inhale, filling the lungs with air. Exhale, clearing the mind of any thoughts, not worrying about what happened earlier, what could happen this afternoon. You stay focused in the here and the now, focusing on your breath. One more time. Inhale, big, deep belly breath in. Exhale, breathing out, gently exhaling, clearing the mind, cleansing the mind of any thoughts. And we're going to start with the feet. Taking a big, deep belly breath in. As we breathe out, imagine you're breathing out through your feet. Inhale, big, deep belly breath in. Exhale, breathing out through the feet, relaxing our feet. One more time. Inhaling, long, slow, deep belly breath in. Exhale, gently breathing out through the feet, relaxing our feet. Onto our legs. Taking a long, slow, deep belly breath in. As we relax, breathing out, relaxing the legs, upper legs, lower legs. Again, big, deep belly breath in. And exhale, breathing out through our legs, relaxing our legs. Do the legs one more time. Big, deep belly breath in. And as we breathe out, breathing out through our legs, relaxing that upper leg, relaxing the knee, relaxing the lower leg, and feel how the feet relax even more. Onto the hips. Taking a long, slow, deep belly breath in. As we breathe out, imagine you're breathing out through your hips, all those muscles surrounding your hips, letting those muscles relax. Once again, big, deep belly breath in. And as we breathe out, breathing out through the hips, relaxing our hips, relaxing our bottom. Let's do that again. Big, deep belly breath in. And as we breathe out, breathing out through the hips, relaxing our hips, relaxing our bottom. Onto our belly. So we take a long, slow, deep belly breath in. And as we breathe out, imagine you're breathing out through your navel, relaxing all the muscles at the front of your belly. Inhale, filling our lungs with air. Exhale, breathing out through the navel, relaxing all the muscles at the front of the belly, letting those muscles grow soft. Again, we inhale, filling our lungs with air. Exhale, breathing out through the navel, relaxing all those muscles. Now we're going to go to the inner stomach. So take a long, slow, deep belly breath in. And as we breathe out, breathing out through the inner stomach, you're relaxing that inner stomach. That point where you feel something isn't going right, that feeling you get in the pit of your stomach, that's the point you're trying to relax. Let's do that again. Big, deep belly breath in. And as we breathe out, breathing out through that inner stomach, relaxing the inner stomach, you're letting go of your anxiety, you're letting go of your tension. Let's do that again. Big, deep belly breath in. And as we breathe out, breathing out through the inner stomach, relaxing our inner stomach, letting go of our tension, letting go of our anger. Again, big, deep belly breath in. And as we breathe out, breathing out through that inner stomach, relaxing our inner stomach. Let's do that one more time. Big, deep belly breath in. And as we breathe out, you're letting go of all your anxiety, letting go of all your tension, just feeling relaxation onto the lower back. Taking a big, deep belly breath in. And as we breathe out, we're breathing out through the lower back, relaxing our lower back. Feel how our legs relax even more after we relax the lower back. Let's do that again. Big, deep belly breath in. Long, slow breath out, relaxing the lower back. Do that one more time. Inhale, big, deep belly breath in. Exhale, breathing out through the lower back, relaxing our lower back. Onto our hands, taking a long, slow, deep belly breath in. As we breathe out, imagine you're exhaling through your hands, relaxing your hands. Inhale, filling our lungs with air. Exhale, breathing out through the hands. Imagine you're doing something like picking up your newborn grandbaby with your hands, and you want that baby to feel your gentleness. You're keeping your hands nice and relaxed. One more time. Inhale, big, deep belly breath in. Exhale, breathing out gentleness through your hands. Onto our arms, taking a long, slow, deep belly breath in. As you breathe out, you're breathing out through your arms, relaxing the upper arms, relaxing the elbow, relaxing the lower arms. Feel the hands relax just a little more. Again, big, deep belly breath in. Exhale, breathing out through the arms, relaxing our arms. Onto our shoulders, taking a long, slow, deep belly breath in. As we breathe out, imagine you're breathing out through your shoulders. Feel that tension just drain away as you relax the shoulders. Big, deep belly breath in. Breathing out through our shoulders, relaxing our shoulders. Feel the whole body relax. One more time, big, deep belly breath in. Exhale, breathing out through the shoulders, relaxing our shoulders. I'm going to finish up with some breaths from the whole body. So take a long, slow, deep belly breath in. As we breathe out, imagine you're breathing out through the whole body, relaxing the whole body. Any tension that you might still have in your body, letting go of it. It's not doing you any good. Let it go. Big, deep belly breath in. Exhale, breathing out through the whole body. Imagine you're exhaling through your skin. Feel all that tension drain away. Probably a good place to end it. Go ahead and slowly open your eyes up. That was nice. You guys look very, very relaxed. So I went a little overtime, but that meditation was about 10 minutes. So that's about how much meditation it's recommended that you, by the Chinese, that you do every day. It can make a huge difference. It really can. All right. Any questions? All right. So remember this date. Go to this video. You can watch that meditation video. So, all right. We're going to turn on the overhead lights. So it's going to get bright in here. Sorry about that. Yeah, shield your eyes. Hate it when that happens. Awesome. Great job. Have a great weekend. We'll see everybody next Thursday.